Have you ever been asked to do an exit interview after you quit your job? Y'all, I went through some old papers and I found mine. For those who don't know, an exit interview is kind of like a survey for like, why are you leaving? They ask you about your pay, your workload, your management, if there's anything they could have done differently to make you stay, why you wanted to leave. If you want to stick around after this point, I am more than happy to read some of these answers that I left to these questions. Okay, so the first question, okay, y'all know I can't see. First one is, what improvements would you recommend? I wrote, that's hard to answer because this question is kind of broad, meaning it's not enough lines on this paper for me to list everything that you guys need to work on. Did anything trigger your decision to leave? My response, it's just time to expand my options. I feel my potential for growth here is limited. I like it here, but I must be able to grow in my professional career. Were you happy with your pay, benefits, and other incentives? Pay could have been more competitive with the market rate of a paralegal, as I did all of the research and created all templates. How would you rate your supervisor? I like him personally, but his professional etiquette needs polishing. He sometimes passes the buck instead of taking responsibility for his mistakes. Don't get me wrong, he has handled many situations like a champ, but I didn't like that he sometimes ignores the procedures because he's gotten away with getting something issued improperly in the past. I research each order no matter how many times I've done the same procedure just in case something has changed. He recently said he's tired of getting complaints, so he wants to start following the rules. He also needs sensitivity training. I'm sorry. It continues on the next page. He shouldn't be calling people names or making other insensitive comments to staff, especially if they're not okay with joking around that way. He has not done this more than once with me personally, possibly because I let him know immediately that I didn't approve of that kind of humor. However, I have seen it many times with my other coworker, and I don't think that it's fair to her. I hope this comment helps provide some insight and will help things change for the better. I do not mean to offend, but I wanted to be honest. Y'all, I just the good thing about the job is that they were very flexible with me, which is great for someone who has children. But the professionalism out the window. I wrote 2 paragraphs about the manager. See, he was old school, so he would refer to the women as sweetie or honey or baby, things like that. And it was a little uncomfortable. My coworker didn't like it at all, but she didn't say anything. She just kind of, went along. And the section where I referenced about him joking with me and I didn't approve, I remember I wasn't feeling well, but I was at work anyway, and he made a joke about me menstruating. Overall, good riddance.